Apparently there's like over 80 nails in this boot.
What the fuck?
And the dude's like taking it apart.
That's fucked. Anyways, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Brandon Wynn.
I'm Edward Burns.
And welcome to Critical Failure. We are on the Encounters of the Ophanim, and like I was saying in the recording before we got interrupted, I kind of didn't really see this as a combat encounter type of creature. It's more or less like a encounter of some sort of
Honestly, I think that's would be the case with like most angels. I don't see them really fucking with the party unless the
next one is
extremely evil.
Yeah, the next one I could see really involving itself in anything. So I really am hyped to get to the next angel. But for the Ophanim, I just kind of see them being like kind of like the Solar. They only come out in extreme times of where the god needs a message displayed to people. So we're going to go with the homebrew stuff and then whatever I have for water, air, and land. The Ophanim has an aura of domination that it basically can switch on and off within 15 feet of it. I thought 15 feet was like kind of generous.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, it's like really close, so it's not like everything within range.
If he can feel the heat, he can get affected.
Yeah. Any non-celestial, I forgot, it was any non-celestials that enter or is in the aura of domination have to make a DC 17 wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, and he basically made it like a charm effect.
Yeah, it's basically a charmed effect, and since it's like kind of on and off, like I would say it's on for like a round and then it'll stop afterwards if it chooses to do so. Basically, the creature would have to make a DC 17 wisdom saving throw or treat the Ophanim as an ally or close friend, so long as the charmed creature or creatures are not damaged by the Ophanim or its allies. It can only make a save against a charmed effect once every hour. You said that kind of took away the party member for a while if it was a party member.
I think it'd be cool if you like kind of did this as like a legendary action, slap it on one of those, and then just have it use a legendary action to affect a certain target within 15 feet of it.
Yeah, that would be a lot smarter. I gave it a bash attack that is a range of 10 feet and deals 48 bludgeoning damage and 2d8 radiant damage.
I just imagine like one of the wheels like separates from the other one really quick.
Or it just like rolls on you for a little bit, give you a little bit of road rash. If the target is a size medium or smaller, the Ophanim is grappling them basically. The target is considered restrained. I thought that would be really neat.
I'm having a very hard time picturing just two wheels like grappling things.
Well, it's just like it's on top of it, so it's restrained more or less.
Mm.
So it's like it has a restrained effect.
You can beat it by hula hoops.
And the Ophanim is considered a 7th level cleric spellcaster. So
you mean like 7th level spells?
Yeah, 7th level spells. My bad.
Okay.
That's what I wrote down for that, and my binder is currently under that, so I can't really go through my cleric spells right now.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's
because it is a really powerful celestial.
Yeah, and that's all I wrote for it. Did you have anything that you had? Because it's already a really powerful creature. I don't see any other ways to really buff it besides giving it like elf increases.
Yeah, or like minions.
Yeah, and this thing's always accompanied by a bunch of angels as is, so whatever you wanted to have around.
I'm trying to think of like something you could do with the eyes because they had a bunch of eyes on them.
You could do like a frightened effect with it. Like if a creature of chaotic alignment that looks into the eye, or if it focuses on a creature, say it doesn't matter the alignment, right? It has to make a DC save or be frightened of the Ophanim for like a minute or some shit, or an hour, and it has to like, as best as it can, run away from the bitch. If not, it just stands paralyzed basically.
I think a cool thing you could do is, since you want to slap cleric spells on it, every time it casts a spell, one of its eyes closed until it takes like a long rest to like regain.
Like so, it has like its amount of spells is actually the amount of eyes it has.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know how I can cast like 4 level 1 spells? I don't have that issue right now. I can cast as many level 7 spells as I fucking want. It just casts like your wounds at 9th level. It just uses one of the things, and it's like I have so much health.
I think that'd be cool. And I took inspiration from like Donzo from Naruto. So.
Yeah, that's really cool in my opinion. Getting into like the actual encounters, I kind of did this in a ship standpoint. I don't really see this being in any type of cataclysmic type of thing. Like, it's going to have an audience, is what I'm saying. So I'm imagining like a bunch of ships, like a naval fleet or a couple pirate fleets where the pirates are like extremely evil and a god is like kind of having to intervene.
I think you could also have like the Leviathan show up, and the angels kind of like, yeah, things are starting to get out of whack with the.
That reminded me of Critical Role, because where I'm at on Critical Role, they just found Toa, the Leviathan that is in like that Ford keeps seeing, and that's exactly what I was thinking. Like right after you said Leviathan, I was like, Critical Role.
Yeah, but like have some sort of like major sea threat.
Yeah, and
honestly though, for like a lot of things, I would imagine like a major threat, because it is a pretty powerful creature.
Oh yeah, like the Solar, the Planetar, the Deva, the Ophanim are like really major threats. Hold on, I'm gonna check out what else is in here. That would be a major threat, because the Eye of the Gods isn't a major threat type of thing. The Keenera is like bards and lovers. This one's not necessarily a major threat. The next one, I think that one's like more of kind of like a warrior type of thing, and I haven't read the other ones yet. And we only have like 3 more to go, so those are not there. And then you said that there's some in Guildmaster Sky Ravnica.
Yeah.
So we have to go through those too. So I haven't read any of those yet. So I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do is just ask to get, or whatever. Did you bring the book?
No, I didn't bring any of the books this time.
Well, whenever you could, like, bring that. But I was saying that I love how I wrote, granted, the Ophanim is a literal fire entity, because it is on fire. I was just imagining, like, if someone magically put that bitch to sleep, it just and doused it in water, and it's just like,
yeah, or if something just grabbed it and just brought it in, because it doesn't say it doesn't need to breathe.
Yeah, it does need air. And I'm imagining, like, it says, like, there's fire around it. Whatever you want to put it as is either radiant or fire or both. If you put a barbarian up in that bitch, and you just, like, have him, I'm imagining, like, a halfling barbarian for some fucking reason. But it's like, you fucking yeet that thing, and, like, it tries to wrestle it down, which a halfling's a fucking small. I wouldn't imagine it, like, overcoming, like, a, what is it, 24 strength or 22 strength?
It was in the 20s.
Yeah, it was like, all the stats were in 20s, that's the thing. So I'm going to look it up real quick. It is a 24 strength. The natural fucking strength of most player characters would probably be starting around 10. Like, just base.
Yeah, 10 is average for like most most creatures.
So I would say if you're trying to do that, you would have to roll with already a disadvantage, so extreme disadvantage just to roll it. Now, if you're doing like a Centaur or a Goliath, like things that are counting as a size larger, I would say that the best thing for that would be having like a barbarian that has advantage on strength saves and or strength checks also, and then wrestling that thing into the ground and taking that fire damage. And it's just like, I don't know how you would wrestle it, because you're kind of flying in the middle of the fucking air.
I just imagine you like grab like the 2 parts and just like rip it apart.
Oh god.
Into 2 different pieces.
I'm imagining like you kind of take like magical rope or something and you just try to like pull it down, and you're like in the water, down on the water, pulling the bitch. And like you got like 5 minutes to hold your breath at maximum with the Constitution. So it's like like per round you would like be like making an action just to drag that thing down. And you are probably still having to worry about like the water creatures and stuff that are inside. So that are inside the water. So it's really up to you on how you want to do that.
I imagine if it was like made out of like a soft material, someone turns it into a belt after killing it.
Turns into a what?
If like someone kills it, I imagine they could turn it into a belt if it's made out of like
that'd be really cool. And like it still has the eyes and stuff, and like you make like
make a magical item out of it.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Like you use the eyes as something like it can hold like a spell slot or something.
Yeah, and I thought like maybe if it was hard, like to make it into like bracers or something.
Yeah,
pieces.
That's really cool. For the air, I put it as an airship specifically. I don't really think this thing would have like the
an airship, and it just like pops the balloon.
Yeah, it's like just bang right into the balloon. I think that's what it says, is that the Ophanim will slam into the airship several times to bring it down to the ground, killing all that jump ship to save themselves using spells or other magical items. So like Featherfall. So it's just going to fucking obliterate everyone if it does have to attack. That's what I kind of wrote for it. It's not really that hype, in my opinion. Like, all these angels are incredibly intelligent. If mainly with the Ophanim and Sunlar, like they're just gonna obliterate everyone. Like, I don't see them caring about like an individual's life when the greater good and the existence is at stake. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't see them like unnecessarily going around killing people because they're supposed to be lawful.
Well, I'm also seeing like other angels would be focused on saving them. They're just doing what they have to do. So if there is casualties that are like accidental, like collateral damage, they're like, the other angels didn't save them. Like, it's my job to do this, it's their job to do that.
Yeah, but that sounds more like neutral.
It's probably more like lawful evil. I'm just like putting these angels into a more fucked standpoint. But that's what I had on air. Did you have anything else for the air?
I really couldn't think of anything for air, to be honest.
It's really hard writing for like these angels because they were all like
Also,
super.
I don't really expect you to have a whole lot of air encounters in most games, unless
Yeah.
you have ships and stuff like that.
Yeah, like our games, we've never fucked with like sailing or airships.
And yeah, the only time you guys ever did sailing is when you arrived to the country.
Yeah, and then we had to battle a fucking sea turtle. Or a
And
fucking
dragon
dragon turtle. And that thing melted a person.
Yep.
And on land, like this is where you'll see it. I just imagine that the Ophanim would sear their landscape with its like radiance, and it will literally obliterate everything that will oppose their god. Right? And use its spells to kind of destroy what it has to. And like I'm imagining like if you're certain alignment or follow the god, you're undamaged by the fire. Like it's kind of like,
The faithful shall be protected.
yeah, it's like in the Bible where like two people are put in like basically an oven and there's a fire lit in it, and because they believed in God and truly were devoted, they didn't burn and they walked out like it was nothing, but everyone else like felt the flames and like got burned. So that's like kind of how I imagine it. Like the truly devoted don't get harmed by the fire of that deity's Ophanim. So what do you think about that?
I think that's okay.
Did you have anything else to add to it?
No, not really.
Yeah, like these angels are like making it really hard. Like when I did fucking
I also just don't really like their design overall of this particular angel.
yeah, this one's just like a fucking wheel.
Yeah, just two hoops put together with eyes and fire.
Yeah, it's not exactly like a very. It's not that it's not well thought out. This is something that's also biblical. Like this was mentioned in the Bible. It's just very strange to have a creature like this, and then it's like, yeah, you can kill it and you can harm it when it's literally, unless you're probably chaotic evil, you would never see this.
Yeah, but you don't encounter angels very often in most games.
Yeah, but did you have anything else?
No.
All right, well, that is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe and wow, that was bad. Fucking like and subscribe. Comment down below what you would like to see us do in future videos, or if you have any general criticism for us. We're still far away from 50, so please, let's get those numbers up. Those are fucking rookie numbers.
I thought the same thing as soon as you said it.
Yeah, but that is that's all the video. I'm Brandon Wynn.
I'm Edward Burns.
See you guys in the next video.